All right. That being said, I've already started recording. And Bryon, I want to thank you for taking your time out of your schedule. You can see we've got a crowd here, and there are questions. All right. Do you have anything you want to say to start everything off, Bryon? Or wow.
No, Pastor, I'm just here. Just conduct whatever you're going to do, and I'll just answer questions to back you up.
All right. Well, I have a question to begin with myself, and let me see if I can find it here.
Always.
Okay.
I said always.
Always?
No.
All right.
Why are you in the scary section?
I'm not in the scary section.
Okay, I got a conversation. We're trying to do a recording here, and I do have someone speaking in the background.
It's like for something uplifting.
Just go through and see who talking this
Preferably with some music.
All right, I'm going to have to. Yeah. You took care of that. All right, and I'll mute you, Bryon. The first question I have is, I want to share something here in the back. Right here, I have a question on this part right here, and this has to do. First thing, how do you pronounce that? Is that whale movie or wow movie? How do you pronounce that?
I pronounce it wild movies.
Okay, that's what we'll go with. But my first question here is on the service. It says the service has a single adhesion fee of $199. What does that mean? Because that throws me for a loop. I have no idea what that means.
Basically, from my understanding of that, the wild movie, I'm trying to test it myself. Let's just have another call on that like next week about that until I get more clarity.
Okay.
Because from my understanding right now, they put the licenses in the back office.
Yep.
Stuff already for us. But when I tried to do it, it wouldn't let me do it. So let me get some more clarity on that wild movie before we really get into that portion of it.
Okay, that sounds like a plan, because that was one of my questions. Right.
But I tried to initially sign up for it and get it set up, and I wasn't able to be successful. I talked to Juan Carlos about it, and we supposed to be having a get together on that this week. So once I get that done, then I'll be able to get back with everybody on how that works.
Okay, sounds like a plan. All right. Let me see. I'm going to try to go through the list here. And so first up, I have it's Bill. Bill, do you have any questions tonight for Bryon?
Well, am I? Can you hear me?
Yes, you're on. Yep.
Okay. I guess everybody I talk to, they want to have an easy way to know how they can change money into dollars, how they can withdraw money, that sort of thing. And it's, it's a pretty lengthy deal, and I guess I need to learn a little more about that myself.
Okay, well, Bill, what we've done, I don't know if John, are you online?
Let me see. Do I have a John online? I don't see anyone by the name of John. No.
Okay, well, basically, I have a gentleman that's working on doing some videos, and he's been, very good at these videos and teaching this. And so once we start rolling it out, we just set up a Telegram app with Jose, the guy that created the calculator. And in that particular Telegram app, I'm going to add everyone to Telegram. So if you're not on Telegram, get the Telegram app on your phone, and that way you're going to be able to have all the updates and all the videos that we're doing and everything on the Telegram app. And that way you'll be able to see how to do all these things. And I know that is a priority for everyone to learn how to maneuver to move their money to USD. And the easiest way for me to just tell y'all from the perspective of, this particular call is go to bitpay.com and get you a BitPay Visa card. And by getting the BitPay Visa card, that'll put you in a power position to receive Bitcoin and move your Bitcoin to that particular card and spend it via debit card. But everybody needs to go to bitpay.com and set up a BitPay wallet as well as order the card. And the card is like $9.95. And once you order that card, that'll allow you to receive Bitcoins in your wallet. And once you receive Bitcoins in your wallet, you can then transfer it to that card and utilize that card for spending your everyday, money like that. That's one way. And then another way is have an Uphold. If you don't have an Uphold wallet, create an Uphold account. Go to uphold.com and create an Uphold account. And once you create an Uphold account, you can send your Bitcoins, your Dash, cryptocurrency to Uphold, and then you can convert it over and move it to the bank, your bank account, if you want to do it that way.
Okay.
So you directly like that.
First one again, Bryon, is Bitcoin what?
It's bitpay.com.
Bitpay.com. All right. And the next one is Uphold, right?
Uphold.com, yes.
All right. We'll keep that. That good, Bill? That help?
Yeah, well, I'd have to work through them, but yes, yep.
Okay. I'm going to put you back on mute and then go to
Hold on. Let me comment some more since that's Bill you talking to, too. So,
okay.
Bill, the other thing with that is this. I'm going to have a special training done because, see, what we're going to need to be teaching everybody is this. Everybody on the phone or on this webinar needs to be in direct trade. And the reason I'm saying that is this. If you in direct trade, you can get paid out Monday through Friday. It pays Monday through Saturday where it trades, but you can get paid out Monday through Friday. And you can get paid out in Bitcoin. Now, it takes anywhere from 48 to 72 hours, 24 to 72 hours, in other words, to receive that money in your wallet. But once you receive that money in your wallet, you can then maneuver with the BitPay card or from Uphold, move it to your bank account. Now, reason I said that is because everything we're focused on right now is Mindex coin. And Mindex coin is going to be very unique. But when you go through Mindex coin, you need to get the linear card, the card that's internal. Now, once you get that card that's internal, that will give you the ability to get the Mindex coins at what it's trading at in our back office. Because if you notice from watching the trades, you getting a nickel a coin on the trades. But when you go to the exchange, you'll see like 0.01 something or 0.02 or whatever it is on the exchange. So when you move in Mindex coin from out of 4count into the exchange, it goes to the natural exchange rate. So you're going to be kind of losing money once you do that. So what I'm telling everyone to do is get the linear card. It's $199 for the linear card and $35 to ship to the U.S. But that allows you to access a decentralized card that you don't have no social security card numbers attached to it. And by doing that, because we decentralize, then at the same time, you have the ability to access your money in the back office from this card and utilize this card to pull and withdraw your money from. So that way you can do that. And so what I'm telling people to do is use the Mindex as your 401 per se, because it's going to take 90 to 95 days to receive this card. But utilize your direct trade for as your cash flow money and your now money. Use your Mindex for your savings per se. And if you do that like that, you can try to get the bigger packages in Mindex, because the bigger package pays more money, like 100 Mindex, 100,000 Mindex coins pays $65 a day. From looking at you getting 1,300 coins, 1,300 coins times 5 cents, that's $65. You see what I'm saying? But in order to access that, you need the linear card to access that 5 cents. But if you bring it back to the exchange, you're going to still make money, but you're going to be losing some money. So that's why I'm telling everyone, you need to be participating in direct trade. And then direct trade can be your cash flow money for now until you get the linear card. And once you get the linear card, then you can start maneuvering. And it's kind of like you putting money back just like you would go to a regular banking account, and you putting up money for a savings. And then in 3 months, or let's just say by Christmas time, you can be sitting real good in the Mindex, if that makes sense.
Okay. That's it. By you having a linear card, you're actually increasing your profit. Is that the bottom line?
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Because with the index, you're going to end up getting a smaller return.
Exactly. In the beginning. Exactly.
All right. All right. Are we good, Bill? Because I want to see if people have questions. I want to keep on going through here. So I'm going to put you back on mute. All right. And go to Chandler. All right. Chandler, do you have any questions? Okay. Coach Jay or Jill, do you have any questions?
No questions.
Okay. All right. Let me bring Dr. Joyce. Do you have any questions for?
Be that deep there.
Does anyone have any questions for Bryon?
Huh?
Does anyone have any questions for Bryon?
Are we still
I
getting,
do.
I do have got one. I got one question.
Okay, go ahead.
They put these new steps in here.
Are we still getting paid 1% a day for 6 days a week in direct trade?
Yes, sir. And
Okay.
Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's gonna come that way.
All right, thank you.
Okay. All right. Anyone else have a question?
Hey, Bryon. Jose,
Yes.
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you perfectly.
Oh, hey, on the you mentioned the what are they called? The linear card, linear card.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Has anybody received the card yet, or everybody's kind of waiting for their card?
No, everybody waiting on it because the card just got released as of June 1st. So orders just was placed in June for the card. So it takes 90 days to get it. So the first wave of cards
not that deep.
like at the end of August, around the 1st of September.
Okay, so but everything they're not waiting for any more approvals from the companies, right? All the Visa logo and everything has already been approved, or
yeah, everything been approved. Everything been approved for all that stuff. We just waiting on
Is that a husband and wife?
Okay, because he said on the video it says 90 days, but it says 90 business days, so that means 120 calendar days.
Okay, well, if
right over there.
I have to ask the question on that, Jose, because
you'll see it coming there because it has to come in this canal here.
Excuse me, there's a lady talking in the background.
And Jeanette, can you mute yourself?
Her phone.
Jeanette,
So
can you mute yourself?
what you guys are saying.
Yes.
Yeah, I got to find out. It's going to be 120 calendar days, or how many days it's going to be. But I know that they were waiting on for the approval for the visa and stuff. So once I find out,
that's what he says on the video that is on in the back of it is in Spanish. So in Spanish he says 90 business days, which is about 120 calendar days.
Okay. Yeah, I knew it was going to take about 3 to 6 months from what they had said at the meeting in Vegas. But I didn't. I'm glad you said that because I didn't really listen to that since it was in Spanish. So if it's 120 calendar days, that's probably what it's going to be. But I just went on, instructed everybody to go order the card. That's why I was telling everyone to mind this coin more as a 4-1 type of deal and try to get the coin up before they can generate that cash flow. Because really, I'm thinking after the Miami event, Mind is going to start making a move because the Ibiliteras going to start coming to fruition in the United States after Miami. So I do know that much.
Okay. And about that, are there going to be any block rooms or anybody share rooms for the Miami on the team?
We might can work something like that out. I haven't really talked because I already pretty much booked my room and stuff for coming in Houston downtown. But I'll check with Juan Carlos between today and tomorrow, and I'll try to find out if they're gonna block the book of rooms and stuff. So I'll try to find that out. If anyone want to share rooms, it's gonna be flying solo or stag or whatever. That maybe you can kind of pool together and do some things together. We can try to work that out.
Yeah, I mean, we can start building this Telegram group so we can communicate that.
Exactly.
Okay, if you have any questions, please just raise your hand in the chat room. Say I have a question, and I will unmute you. All right. Instead of going through everyone, we have a nice crowd here. I just want to keep the background noise to a limit here. All right. All right.
Deadly motorcycle accident in front of Granny.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna have to. Mute you, Bryon. Okay.
Just mute everybody, Steve, like that. Then anyone have questions, let them raise their hand or whatever, or put something in
the put it, if you have a question, say I have a question and put it in the chat room. All right. And I will unmute you. Dr. Joyce, do you have a question?
I do.
Okay. Let me unmute you. Yeah, you are unmuted. Okay, go ahead.
If Bryon could say just a few words about how the Mindex coin works with the binary flush at midnight. I think that's one of the things people can see the direct indication bonus from the packages, but we know that something else happens after that point.
Dr. Joyce, you're not coming.
It's a lot of feedback.
Yep. I believe part of the question, Bryon, was how the Mindex works with the binary. All right. If you want to go over that.
Okay. Well, mute that out real quick, Pastor Steve. Yeah. Okay. Basically, the Mindex coin works with the binary. Like you get direct indication bonus on whatever package you have. I don't have a PowerPoint in front of me right now, but whatever package you have, whatever percentage that it says you get of that direct indication bonus, that's the percentage you're going to be getting for that particular package that you have initially. When someone purchases a 500 up to a 3 million package, whatever that is, that's what you're going to get initially in Mindex coins. That's the first thing. The second thing is that when that particular position falls in the tree, depending if it's on your strong or weak leg, if it's on the weak side, you're going to get those points going to be added to you that night at midnight Eastern Standard Time. And that's for the binary. And that's dependent also on what package you have, on what percentage that you're getting in the binary from there. And then you also receive a certain amount of points for those packages that's purchased in the Beans Club. And that's your promotion that you have every month from Sapphire all the way up to Founding Diamond. So you have those multiple facets of what you make through the Mindex by purchasing Mindex packages in the comp plan. And by purchasing these Mindex packages, it opens you up where you have the opportunity to participate in direct trade by purchasing these Mindex packages. And I see Pastor Steve just put the the packages up so you can see your daily trading limit that you're getting for having a certain package and then what you're making in the binary. So scroll it down to the 100, up. Okay, because mostly everybody, there you go. There you go. Okay. Like you see the 500 package, you getting 1% on the daily trade, you getting 4% in the binary. So anything on your weak leg, depending on how many Mindex coins, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, or whatever, if that's on your weak leg, say someone purchased a 10,000 pack, you getting 4% of 10,000 on that weak leg. If that 10,000 Mindex package is on your weak leg. So you're getting 4% if you have a 500. If you have 1,000, you're getting 5%, so on and so forth as you go up the Mindex package. But like I said, if you having up to a 10,000 pack, you see it goes from 1% to 1.2% in the daily trade. And then you also getting 7% in the binary. Then it changes again once you get to, I think it's the 100,000 Mindex package. If you go up, yeah, it changes again to 1.3 in the direct trade, and you get 9%. And like I said, with the 100,000 Mindex package, you basically making $65 a day with the nickel with 1,300 coins that you make in a day. And then as you go up to the bigger packages, like Jose have that calculator that we're going to be utilizing, and we ain't going to get into too much with that. But, as you get the bigger packages, it's going to be very fruitful later as Mindex start to really get more in tune with the IBILA tariffs in the U.S. and then also with the market and with Bitcoin when they get ready to start making this rise up. And I feel like Bitcoin gonna really start making this rise up after school starts as well. So there's a lot of variables that's gonna make with Mindex down right now. Everybody, in my opinion, should be purchasing as much Mindex as they can get. Because like we say, as a trader, you buy low and you sell high. So right now, while it's down, you should be trying to get as much Mindex as they can get right now. And then also going into direct trade where you can basically see that this is real because you're able to pull money between Monday through Friday from direct trade in Bitcoin. So that way you can really know that this is real, that you can pull your money. It's not just going to be sitting up in the wallet where you don't have access to it. So that's why I suggest everyone to purchase their Mindex package and try to get as much Mindex as they can get, but also go into direct trade and get that 1% a day, which is basically 24% a month if you look at it. And by doing that, you're going to be able to, have access to that money all the time. Then Mindex coins, you can access that on Thursday nights. If you want to pull it, you can pull it. But once you pull it, you got to pull it to either the exchange to move it over to Bitcoin, or, if you can pull it to put on your BitPay card or, and Uphold or move it to your bank account or whatever you want to do from that perspective. But like I said, once you do that, it's going to get some money out of it, you're going to lose a little when you do that now. But when the linear card come out, it's going to be better and more lucrative for you from that perspective. So what you can say, Pastor Z?
I was going to say, I got 10 minutes left on the Zoom call.
Okay.
All right. And I have two questions I want to ask. First of all, what do you see the Mindex coin going up to by the end of the year? Can you forecast on that? Would you like to make a forecast? I didn't.
Oh, I'm sorry. I accidentally hit mute on myself. Okay.
Don't do that.
Basically, the Mindex coin, what they forecast is by the end of the year, depending on how the IBILA tariffs take off and different, variables. They saying it can go up to $10 by the end of December. But me, that's being very conservative, I say I'll be happy if it go up to 50 cents to $1.
I got you.
By the end of the year, But like I said, it got a lot of variables that can take place. And like I said, a lot of people that don't understand what they're doing right now, they are on Thursdays when they receiving the Mindex coin, they going in and they moving it to the exchange and they selling low, and that's what's keeping the price down. And especially with Bitcoin being kind of down right now, but once Bitcoin start climbing, it's going to make the market go up a lot more as well from that perspective. But, that's me that's really saying if it goes to 50 cents by the end of the year or $1, it'll be very good for us. That's why I'm just telling people while it's low right now, get as much Mindex as you can get, because I know what it's going to evolve into with the Mindex pay and, with changing really the way the world do business and evolving everybody to get more knowing and more knowledge of cryptocurrency.
Okay. I've got two quick questions here. First of all, because I'm watching the clock here and I don't want to get this cut off. But first of all, the direct trade and the Bitcoin Cash, the BCH, if you want to just cover that briefly. And the final question, would you be open to doing this again next Sunday? Since I'm sure we have a nice crowd here and I'm sure there's a lot of questions we didn't get to.
Sure. I'm going to do this once with you on Sunday. If that's the day you want me to do it, I'm going to do it once with Dr. Joyce as well on her webinars. Okay. All right. So that way we can get everyone to get all their questions answered, and especially till after the Miami event, because after the Miami event going to answer a lot of people's questions and get a lot of people more comfortable at knowing what's happening, because they're going to be able to see Francis, the owner, face to face, and, get a lot of those other questions that might be in the back of their mind answered and stuff. Okay. So that's that on that. But with the Bitcoin Cash, it works just like Bitcoin trading just by itself. But when you go into Bitcoin Cash, you're going to be able to do the same thing, the 1% daily, the Bitcoin Cash. The only thing that I need to find out for myself, because when I went in there to look at what it was saying one Bitcoin Cash, which is about $300. So I got to really find out, because I haven't went in Bitcoin Cash trading yet, but I just got to see if that's what the cost going to be, because I was thinking it was 100, but just like regular Bitcoin is. But when I put it up, it ended up being 300 from that one Bitcoin Cash. So I just got to get some clarity on that. So maybe by the time Dr. Joyce do her webinar, and I'll be able to have some answers to that fully, to understand what it is. Is it going to be 300? Is it going to be one Bitcoin Cash to go in it? Or is it going to be just $100? So I just got to get that clear.
Okay. All right. That'd be very, very helpful. Does anyone else have a question? Please raise your hand or type it. We got about 5 minutes left. I don't see any hands raised. Okay, I guess there are no hands raised and nobody's typing anything. So Bryon, what I'd like to do is I want to thank you very, very much for your time.
Excuse me a minute.
Okay.
I have a question.
Okay.
I would like to inquire about the university that's coming.
Okay, well, the university is not up yet until the full back office is completely synced. Now, once the full back office is completely synced, the university is going to come up, and the university is going to be kind of unique because it's going to have all the training materials in their PowerPoints and different things in all the different languages and all that. And then I don't know if y'all seen the video on the front, they just brought a young lady on board to be helping with a lot of the English stuff. So that's going to be very helpful too for the English market. And, Salvador, he had brought her up and this other guy from the Spanish market up. and he talked about that. But when the university do come up, we're going to have everything in it, all the tools that we're going to be able to use to market with and stuff like that. And the unique thing also is once these habiliteras start circulating across the U.S., wherever it's a habilitera, you're going to be able to have a place to go like a brick and mortar, like a Chase or Wells Fargo that you're going to be able to go into, do your crypto business, but then also get educated in the process because there's going to be rooms in there where people can have educators there to educate you on cryptocurrency. So they're going to be very unique from that perspective.
Okay, Bryon, I got two quick questions here from people. Ernest wants to know, what is the rate of the MindX coin presently?
As of right now, I think it's 0.012 or 11 or somewhere in there.
Okay. And Somi Kim would like to know, what is the importance of the 4Count mobile phone app for Android or iOS?
The importance of that is you're going to have full access to your back office from the app, and you're going to be able to see in real time when you're getting commission and all that type of stuff. You're going to be able to facilitate everything right from your mobile device with that app.
Okay. Sounds like a plan. Anybody else? We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Okay, so with the university, will it be sort of like something that you have to pay a subscription for every month?
No, that is going to be a training tool for everybody that's involved with 4Count going to be able to access to get tools and training and stuff.
All right. Anybody else? Well, Bryon, on behalf of everyone here, I want to thank you very, very much for taking time out of your schedule and answering our questions. As we grow, more and more people come on board. There are going to be more and more questions, not only for that reason, but as 4Count continues to expand and add more streams of income, there's always going to be questions, and they don't look like they're stopping. So that's an exciting problem to have. That being said, I'm going to end this now. I want everyone to have a blessed night, and thank you for your time, and especially Bryon, you in particular. So you all have a good night. This is going to be recorded. I'm going to send a copy of it to Joyce so she can get it out to her team, and I'll send a copy to Bryon also. All right?
Okay, thank you, Pastor C.
You're welcome. Y'all be blessed now. Bye.
Thank you.
Yep.